What's up, Rich Squad? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich, and if you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button and click the little bell to become part of the notification squad. The USA versus Brazil international friendly, man. You know, I wasn't actually gonna make a video about this game because I don't really make videos on the US men's soccer team like that, you know, especially since they did not qualify for the 2018 World Cup. You know, they are in a rebuilding phase right now, and I really don't know the players like that. I really don't even watch the MLS because I don't really like the structure, but all that will have to change in the future. I am planning on changing that in the future, and I should be paying way more attention to the US men's soccer team because this is a football channel and I live in the USA, you know. Why do I know more Croatian players or more English players, more Belgian, more French players, Italian players than I know US players? You know, it's not good. Or even Brazilian players. You know, I know more than the US players. That tells you a lot. That tells you a lot. But anyways, USA lost 2-0 to Brazil. You know, Firmino scored and also Neymar dispatched a penalty. Overall, it was a really good display. It was a good game. It was a really good game despite not being a competitive fixture. But Brazil did not come out here to play around. They didn't come out here to play around at all. They fielded a really strong 11, a world-class 11. Let me break down this 11 to explain to you how world-class this 11 was. We have Alisson, world record, you know, goalkeeper. Transfer fee for a goalkeeper, plays for Liverpool. Then we have a defense of Thiago Silva, PSG, Marquinhos, PSG, Fabinho at right back, Liverpool. Over at left back, Felipe Luis, Atletico Madrid, Casemiro of Real Madrid in the middle, Coutinho of Barcelona. Then we had Fred of Manchester United, Douglas Costa, formerly of Bayern Munich, now for Juventus, Firmino, Liverpool, Neymar Jr, PSG. World record transfer, 222 million euros. Guys, that explains it all. Like, do I need to even go further? On the bench, on their bench, and who actually featured in the game, Dede. I think he's coming back from a injury layoff. He used to be a Brazilian international, I think. Then we have Richarlison making his debut, plays for Everton, started the season really well. Arthur Melo just moved to Barcelona, former Gremio man. Lucas Paqueta plays for Flamengo. I think he's an up-and-coming player, so look out for him. And we had Willian, a Chelsea man, and Everton Suarez. Guys, look out for that player. A Gremio guy, look out for that player. I remember a few seasons ago playing FIFA, and he wasn't even highly rated. I got him for cheap, and he was like a 60-something overall rated player. And I was so surprised to see him playing for Brazil today. So the team, really quality team. Chiche had called up here, and you know, they really was impressive tonight versus the USA. Their passing, their speed, their control, the dribbling, you know, they were clinical. They you know what I mean? They really showed up the USA today. But I think the young US team under Dave Sarachan really represented well for the US today. Let me say that. They did play well. It's a team, you know, in a rebuilding phase, having missed the 2018 World Cup. Like, that was an embarrassing, you know, moment in US soccer history. After qualifying, you know, for like a whole lot of World Cup on the bounce, I think since like since 1990, all the way to 2014, and then they missed 2018. Wow. It really started a revolution in US football or US soccer. And the 11 is like, it's not even recognizable, like hardly recognizable. We had Bobby Wood, we had Weston McKennie, Julian Green, Adams, Areola. And you hear me calling the last names because I don't know some of these guys' first name. Will Trapp, the captain. We had Anthony Robinson, who was really showed up by Douglas Costa today. John Brooks, Wolfsburg, man, I think they were Wolfsburg, one of them. I think it's US most expensive transfer. Matt Miazga, the Chelsea loanee. DeAndre Yedlin, the Newcastle man, and Zach Steffen in goal, who looked really, really good today. Despite conceding those goals, it wasn't even his fault. The first goal, Douglas Costa just outran Anthony Robinson, and crossed in, and Firmino was there for tap-in. Matt Miazga wasn't marking Firmino, and Douglas Costa was just too fast for Anthony Robinson. So it's a learning curve for all of these young players tonight playing against a world-class Brazilian team. The second goal, you know, Firmino brought down in the box. I think it was a harsh call for that penalty. Upstep Neymar, and he just put it in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Guys, do you even believe that Neymar has 58 international goals? Like, unbelievable. 90-something caps? Guys, by the time the year is over, or early next year, Neymar will have 100 caps for Brazil. This is unbelievable. This is freaking unbelievable. But I really like the way Dave Sarachan, you know, has this team set up and what he's doing with actually calling up more young players, young, fresh faces, and leaving the old players out of the team. The old players will slowly be reintegrated back into the team. Not all of them, but some of them I would like to see. Bradley in the team. Michael Bradley. I would like to see, Jozy Altidore back in that team as well. Because they're lacking a raw goal scorer. You need a goal scorer back into the team. And Jozy Altidore might be the man. Michael Bradley to just pivot, you know, control the midfield. Not give him the captaincy. Keep Will Trapp there. But, you know, you need that experience in the team. You need a level-headed person in the team. You need somebody with experience in the team. And I think Bradley and Altidore can also bring that to the fore. They were also discussing Brad Guzan coming back. I think they should stick with Zach Steffen. That's just my opinion. Stick with these young guys, and they will repay your fate sooner or later. We also had Gia Cesades, a man who they said is, you know, rejuvenated after his move from LA Galaxy to Columbus Crew. And they had Timothy Weah, man. This guy is an awesome player. Look for him. He plays for PSG. Once he continues, you know, stay switched on, he could actually become a great player like his dad, George Weah, the president of Liberia. We had Kellen Costa. He looks really well as well. He looks really good as well. What am I saying? We had guys like Eric Lehigh did not feature today. He plays in the championship, I think. For Wigan, I think. Might be wrong. Well, he plays in the championship. He plays in the championship. Cameron Carter Vickers. That name sounds familiar. I think he plays in England as well. So it was a really nice game, you know. It's part of the, you know, learning experience. US rebuilding, getting games versus very competitive teams. And that's what they want. And if you keep playing very, very good opponents like Brazil, the team will only get better and better and better. I did not expect the USA to win today. You know, 2-0. That's a very respectable result. This is Brazil we're talking about. This is a world-class team. World-class team. But they made it to the quarterfinals of the 2018 World Cup. Got knocked out by Belgium. And they came out here tonight showing that they still got something to prove. They weren't going to relax and be further embarrassed, you know, because if Brazil lose to the USA tonight, that would not be a good result for them. It would not look good. Jobs would be on the line for this. Places in the team will be on the line. But Brazil is looking ominous. Maybe they would win next year's Copa America. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I actually said today that I think this is Argentina's time to actually do something, give Lionel Messi a trophy. But Brazil looking strong as ever, man. But I want to say I'm impressed with what I see with these US youngsters. Weston McKennie looking dangerous. He had some chances, weren't weren't able to put them in the back of the net. But I love that the US actually created chances. They created chances from set plays, created chances from open play, and it just shows that the team is moving in the right direction. You know, sometimes you see a smaller team play against a team like Brazil and they just get shut out. Basically, they hardly have any possession, hardly have any chances. Keeper hardly has to make any saves, but it wasn't the case tonight with the USA. And it's all positives. It's all positives. Anthony Robinson has to, you know, go back and he has to work harder, bulk up a little. You can't have players like Douglas Costa just muscling you off. Douglas Costa really tormented him today, but he made amends when he, you know, went back, did some really good defensive work. Matt Miazga as well, clearing the ball off the line. John Brooks looked really solid, really comfortable on the ball. DeAndre Yedlin, very pacey and, you know, very, you know, level-headed. His experience from Newcastle is showing. His previous US men's experience is showing as well. So the team is looking good. Will Trapp looks a very, very good need player. You know, Weston McKennie, I really like the look of him. He plays for Schalke. Schalke came second last season, and he was heavily involved. Julian Green, the last man to score a World Cup goal for the USA, looked really good. A few really ominous crosses in today. And the team is a work in progress, and they will only continue to improve once they continue working on improvement, you know. So congrats, Brazil. Well played. Brazil will play El Salvador in their next fixture. I think it will be in the USA. And the US take on Mexico. Maybe I'll get to watch that game as well and give you my thoughts on it. I don't really do too many US games, but I saw something that I liked tonight. I decided to watch the game, and, you know, I'm happy I did. I'm really, really happy I did. But guys, let me know your thoughts on this match. Brazil versus USA, USA versus Brazil, 2-0 win. Let me know how you think the US is progressing after missing the 2018 World Cup. Share any talking points you think I missed in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Click the bell to get all my video notifications. Smash the thumbs up button. And until next time, peace out. Rich Squad!